Good morning. Yeah, sorry for the late start, but here we are. Let's take care of the Twitter shenanigans. Oh, right. Yeah, here we are. Good morning, everybody. Overslept. Super lazy start, but you know what? It's Saturday. That's what a lot of other folks do, right? Right. Alright, so let's do this. A little rough for timing, but literally the first song of the day, so it's fine. Seems like Infinitas is behaving itself for timing too, which is nice. Right, onwards. Hopefully we can bump this up to a full combo, but if not, actually this I do want to really strive for accuracy on. Like, I know we're still just warming up, but I'm not really going to get a handle on this whole better execution thing unless we practice it, so... Lots of silly combo breaks. Let's try that once more. I'm really excited for this Saturday, though. It's a pretty good session. See, we've also got a couple people starting to tune in. Hope all of you are having a wonderful weekend as well. Some silly combo breaks again, but still warming up. But I'm actually getting a handle on things. Hey, Jamich! Happy Saturday! How goes it? Oh! Speaking of a lazy Saturday, I woke up late and forgot to take my pills this morning. I will be back in a split second, because that's important. All right, and we are back. Jambit, getting your own stream set up. Ah, good on ya. And hey, Bright Eyes, how goes it? Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Bright Eyes, if you don't mind my asking, you mentioned morning or afternoon. I'm on the East Coast here. What the neck of the woods are you from? Like, are you in the UK or Europe? Or are you also in the US? Okay. Yeah. Well, in that case, good afternoon. Yeah, Dot's stream, good place to get a gift sub, because Dot does some wonderful work. So. Alright. Let's continue. Actually, before we do that, let me make sure... Okay, yep. Alright, just making sure I re-enabled requests after I temporarily paused them at the end of last stream. And wow, I step away for a split second to go take my pills for the morning. I come back and looks like we've got like 6 or 7 more people tuning in. Good morning, everybody. Or afternoon or evening, depending on your part of the globe, because... Yeah, a lot of my audience is literally from around the world, and that's something that I actually quite enjoy. So, but anyways, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope all of y'all are having an awesome weekend so far. Let's continue. You know, I was actually gonna keep scrolling to get either like Horizon or Freeway Shuffle, but yeah, why not? This song's super happy. This is perfect for the start of the stream. Yeah, I first started the morning, you know, relative to the US. I started the morning streams because the last job I had, I was working from like noon to 8 p.m. So I would wake up, because I was still on a normal sleep schedule. I'd wake up, stream, and then go to work, and then come home and head to bed. You know, it's kind of the inverse of what a lot of other folks do. And I mainly did it because I was like, you know, if I do this, I'm not going to be conflicting with lots of folks in the US that stream more towards the evening. I'll kind of get the opposite end of things. And completely unexpected, initially I picked up a couple of folks from Japan that played doubles that, you know, also could speak English. And then also started picking up folks from like Europe and the UK, and honestly, it was completely unplanned, but it actually is one of my favorite things about the time slot I have, because it being able to hear about folks' experience around the world, because, you know, Bimani is a little bit different in, you know, different regions. It really is wonderful, and it's something I'm super grateful for. Although, speaking about, you know, picking up viewers from Japan, it still also kind of scares the heck out of me when I see someone in chat just say hello, and I'm like, oh, who's this? And I click on the username and I see that it's, you know, it's someone that's been playing for 20 years with no breaks and is Kaiden, and it's just like, oh, one of the big kids is watching. Not bad. Didn't get the triple, but much closer to our PBs and also much closer to the triple mark in general. Good stuff. Yeah, that song's fantastic. But yeah, Jamich, I know you said that you're getting set up to start your own stream, so I imagine eventually you'll be disappearing for that. Best of luck with it once that happens. Appreciate you saying hi beforehand. I want to give that one more shot. Felt a little off in the opening, just on my end. Plus, we slipped on that fairly easy combo, and I do want to try to upgrade a couple of these to full combos, so let's give that one more shot real quick. We'll take that. I'm actually surprised in the opening of that there's a little bit of kind of turntable juggle, although a lot slower compared to how more turntable key. It's a lot slower as to how it's usually done, and thinking more along like mass Madism songs. But for a 5, I'm surprised it had that kind of back and forth action, especially diving into, like, I think it was like on the left side it was like 5 and 6 and then going back. Surprised it wasn't more like 1 and 2, just to be easier, because it is a normal chart. Huh, spicy. And looks like there's a couple more people tuning in. As always, happy Saturday. Fantastic to have you here. Hope everything's well with everybody. We'll take it. Such a great song, though. Hey, Chris. Happy Saturday. How goes it? I know yesterday was a rough day. You know, some personal issues popped up, then internet outage, just a real bad chain of events. But I did catch some of the DJ Max stream, and I saw that you switched over to Minecraft. How'd everything go? Nice. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, that means that you're likely in a better mood, and you're also looking forward to making some progress and putting in some work. That's always awesome to hear. It's tough. Yeah, and best of luck when that happens. I know, if I remember correctly, your stream schedule was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I forget weekends. Was it also Sundays, or nah? I'm trying to remember offhand. But also just wondering when you might be going to try and start failing forward today. Assuming it's even being streamed, too. Could be an offline session. And let's do some 8s. Like, let's actually really warm up and then fall back to some of the easier stuff for accuracy. That might be part of it. Let's actually start digging in a little. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Okay. Yeah, if you do go live, you know, tweet about it. I'll tune in if I can. Either way, though, best of luck to you when it happens. Alright. So, still trying to work on accuracy here, but let's actually, like, play a couple 8s, play a couple 9s, like, play stuff that's closer to our threshold for a little while, just to make sure that stuff isn't atrophying, then we'll fall back a bit. Yeah, not bad. Plus, that song's such a jam, too. You do get some new clears, a couple new S's, few PBs. Fantastic! Hey, look at that. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that at all. But yeah, minor PB. Yeah, we happily take those. Good stuff. And I'm really surprised because when Dynamite first came out, I was not a fan. I actually really did not like Dynamite. And I'd say like within the past year and a half, closer to a year, I 180'd on it. Just because for some reason, for a little while, I had the Usao Best Collection on loop for my commute, and song just grew on me super big. Now I just love it. Song's a jam. Hey, Brad Ice, thank you for the kudos. Let's see what's next. Right, I remember this has really good scales. I was mentioning it might be a decent, not quite a warm-up, but starter. So, yeah, let's dig in. As you see, we've got a couple more folks starting to tune in. We've still got a lot of people getting their lurk on. Regardless of whether you're lurking or in chat, as always, fantastic to have you here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. Actually did a little worse on that than I was anticipating. I might run that back. Let's play something else first before we run it back, if anything. Also, I think part of that's just because I'm still only like 80% awake, but yeah, who knows? Also, before I forget to mention, so we're just about 35 minutes into the stream. It's 7 past the hour. We'll do our first stretch break between half past to 40, like another 20, 30-ish minutes. All right, onwards. Okay. Not bad, but eh. Tonight might just have to be a chiller stream because, yeah, we're having a little trouble waking up, but that's a me problem. Also, Jamich, best of luck. Appreciate you stopping by. Alright, let's take a trip to the petting zoo, shall we? Oh, we had that! For once, I was on pace for finally getting that double A, and we let it slip. No regrets, though. Hey, Burkant! Happy Saturday! I'm trying to remember what Fire is on Hyper. I know the Another is an 11, because that's one of the trickier 11s that I actually managed to pass, years ago when I was first really trying to break into 11s. I forget what the Hyper is. Nine? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was an 8 or 9. Let's dig in. Not too bad. Yeah, I think today's definitely going to be a slightly kind of a slower day, so to say. So I'm just having a lot of trouble waking up. But, doesn't mean we can't play. Have fun. Looking forward to it. Burkett, thank you for the host, and yeah, more than welcome for the request. And hey, Cuvillian! How goes it? My favorite Mocha song. So there's a couple that come to mind immediately for, like, some of my all-time favorites, but as far as, like, which one's the number one song, I'm not sure. I want to say... God, it's... I'm actually not sure which would be my all-time favorite. But... I do know... Yeah, the top two that are coming to mind for me right now is Yamoka's House Quiz and Heavenly Sun. So, let's play those. Oh wow, shame on me. I haven't hard failed that in quite some time. Shame on me. Let's run that back. And yeah, we're definitely having a little trouble warming up this morning. So I do want to get into 10s and 11s at some point today, but let's slow roll it a little more. Alright, so we'll play this, then we've got, then we'll play, Yamoka's, Household Quiz, and, Kivilian. Appreciate the request. Good stuff. Not bad. Definitely a lot better than the than our run on the Another, but that's just me. That was just me being silly. But yeah, for Yamaoka songs, like, I'd say when thinking of my favorites, like, there's a lot of the kind of like garage rock kind of stuff that he did, like Dancer, Empty of the Sky, Love Me Do. Like, that whole kind of like sound that really got showcased well on the iFuturist album. But then there's Heavenly Sun, which I just think is such cleanly executed trance while also still having some kind of a haunting melancholy to it that Yamaoka's really good at. I just think it rises above the others. But then also, we have this, which I just, honestly, is, I think, again, an extremely good song that stays within its genre while still having that kind of haunting aspect to it. Such a good song. I mean, there is Fetish Paper from Sirius, which has him collabing, but aside from that, like, this was one of his last 2DX songs too, and I think it's a heck of a send-off. Yeah, Kivilian, I really like Hiramoka's quiz. Like, it's just super great. I mean, Yamaoka in general, like, there's rock songs, there's trance, there's kind of like the more sillier stuff with like Space Fight and Lionsky. But like with every single song, you can tell it is a perfect execution of what he's trying to do musically. It just, the amount of control he has over the end product and the experience is just phenomenal. Alright, so it's just before half past the hour, so we'll do like 5 or 6 more songs, and then we'll take our first stretch break. We'll do that stretch break in roughly 10 minutes, maybe a little over or under. Yeah, we'll see how we're feeling. And before we go any further, again, Kivilian, much obliged for that request, and thank you. Whether all of y'all are in chat, getting your lurk on, appreciate you making me a part of your day. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. You know, since we're having trouble warming up, let's go with Yellow Sunrise, because this is a much like Heavenly Sun Hyper, well, and the another too. This actually is a really good stream in it, but this is a little more easygoing. And depending on how this goes, then maybe we'll start trying to punch into 9s. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised I'm having trouble biting into like 9s and 10s this morning, but we'll get there, I'm sure. Oof. Really got the double A on that. Yeah, today might be an off day, but you know what? That's fine. Especially considering how well the past couple weeks have been. That's completely fine. You know, it's all gonna average out in the long run. Hey, Kawachi! How goes it? Not much. You know, we started late this morning, and it's kind of a lazy day. Like, I'm a little tired, and it's definitely showing. Like, normally by now I could easily be doing like 10s, and I hard failed out of Heavenly Sun another a couple minutes ago. So, but you know, not being 100% at my best right now aside, things are fantastic. Still having a good time. You know, playing tunes, having fun. Hope all is well with you. This song has such a strong hook. CD. Let's go for the 6. So I've been trying to full combo this for a while now, and I keep missing something randomly. Given how today's kind of an off day, I'll probably mess up again. But, no regrets, because the song's fantastic. Much obliged for the request, Kawachi. Oh, that was such a rookie mistake. There we go. Get that sneeze out of the way. Yeah, so right at the end, as those trills, the 5353 kind of stuff was starting, I saw, ooh, we have a PB going! And immediately psyched myself out of it, and then also fumbled the AAA. Oh, what a rookie mistake. No regrets, though, because, still did super close, and, it is what it is. Yeah, honestly, though, like, because if this is an off day where, like, I'm still well within, like, 5% of my personal bests, like, okay, yeah, sure. That's really not the end of the world. And, need to find a new capture card? Yeah. I wish I could suggest something, honestly, because hardware is my weak point. Like, for when it comes to tech, I'm really good with, like, software and services, but hardware and building stuff, I am really awful. Mick Chris is more into hardware and builds than I am, though, so they might be able to give you some advice. Ooh. Sorry to hear about that, Kawachi. And before I forget, so it's 36 past the hour. Let's do one more song, and then we'll take our first stretch break. It's just been a little over an hour. Normally I would push a hair longer before the first break, but I actually got a little bit of back pain, so we'll take it a hair earlier. So one more, and then we'll do a break. What to play, though? Only one discount? Let's see if we can bump it up to an FC. Why not? Such a good song. And I remember, I think it was during one of Voxander's streams, someone in chat talking about the video, "Oh, to be a cat." riding train cars all day with people. I actually looked up the translation to the lyrics on that. Surprisingly, it's the singer being really mad at someone else for not meeting up. See, we've got a couple of folks tuning in. Happy Saturday. However, at this point, we are due for our first structure break, so maybe it's been a while since you stood up, walked around, got water. That's what I'm going to be doing, and I invite you to join me. Either way, I'm going to take a quick break, and then when I come back, more 2DX. All right, see you wonderful folks in 180. Alright, we're back. Hey, Sleepy Zato! Happy Saturday, how goes it? Alright. But yeah, appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. Finally made it for 2DX this time. Yeah, appreciate you being here. And speaking of which, also to all of you, because we've got quite a large amount of lurkers this morning. Appreciate you being here. I know a lot of folks are probably taking care of, weekend errands and all that jazz. It's fantastic to have you here. Hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Let's play some more 2DX. So it's a bit of a slower day for me. I've been having trouble warming up, or rather, I normally an hour in I can do 10s and 11s relatively easily, but it's having a little trouble with a couple of 10s and also some combo breaks on 9s that I normally don't get. So we'll just keep slow rolling it and then see what happens, because I don't necessarily want to do failing forward today, but I do want to play some slightly harder songs as I have been the past couple days. Felt guilty yesterday. Why? Yeah, let's dig into this. But yeah, Kawachi, why'd you feel guilty yesterday? Not sure, I'm not sure what you're getting at. Not bad. Did something yesterday. Traffic. Oh no, no worries. Honestly, that if anything, I feel guilty because I didn't really realize that you had hit affiliate and it was possible to sub to you. And after all of the support that you've given me in the channel, because you were easily one of my first real regulars, and you do lots of really great work in terms of like clipping stuff, making gifs of some of the funnier reactions I've had. You're always really vocal in chat and saying hi to other folks. Like, the least I can do is sub back. I mean, that's what I try to do. I want to encourage the community, and I know you do. It's not just in my stream, but in lots of other folks as well. And me subbing to you is the least I can do. So, no. Guilt is the other way around. And speaking of community, see, we've got a couple more folks starting to tune in. As always, happy Saturday. Fantastic to have you with us. I want to play Refractive Index now, but I don't think I'm awake enough for the 11. So let's quickly put a request in so that I don't forget about it, because I do want to loop back to it later. All right. So. Oh, I completely missed that. Elion, hey, good morning. Sorry, I just missed a little bit of chat. Looks like my dashboard needed a moment to refresh. Sorry about that. That's actually kind of weird. But yeah, Elion, good morning. And yeah, I was about to say, Sleepy, Angel Dust, it's not an Infinitas. However, if you use the list, which I'll put in chat right now, you can see not only a list of the songs that I have unlocked, but also it's everything that's in Infinitas. So there's like 20, I think it's 26 songs that I don't have access to, but that'll give you a master list of everything. And hey, no worries, Sleepy, it's fine. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let me reject or refund that request. If there's something else you want to request, go ahead and make it happen. And, but yeah, Eliana, I missed the initial hello from you. And also, Utati, how goes it? Happy Saturday. And honestly, Sleepy, to be perfectly honest, I've been wanting to get into BMS, whether it's Lunatic Rave or Beta Jora, for a while now, just because there's so much great music. Especially, like, I'd say over the past, like, 5 years, there's really been an uptick in a lot of people trying their hand at either making music for BMS or people writing note charts, and it's a whole amazing just collection of great music and good charts and stuff to play that I'm missing out on. So honestly, the fact that I don't necessarily have Angel Dust yet, that's honestly an issue I have, not you. But, you know, the initial setup is kind of a hassle, and I've just not really been motivated to do that. But it's something I need to do sooner than later, that's for sure. Do we even want to mention Freedom Dive? Man. Oh, Freedom Dive. Just playing doubles in BMS and yeah. Like, that's the thing. When I first was debating getting into Lunatic Rave and all of that, it was about 10 years ago. It was around the time of Troopers, maybe Empress, being in arcades. And back then, not only was Lunatic Rave a lot more painful to deal with, like, the client wasn't as good, there just wasn't a good selection of doubles charts. It was either, oh, you play 12s, like you're Kaiden, okay, or I don't know how to make charts, have a bunch of notes. Like, it just was not there. Nowadays, there's actually not only a lot of good double charts out there for me to try and play, but also, like, client has gotten better, ease of, like, you know, updates and features and all that. Like, it's a completely different scenario, but I just haven't revisited it since, you know, 10 years ago, because I've always had access to either playing arcade or machine or the equivalent to, so. But I really do need to get into it, or at least be able to better take a look at it, because, again, so much amazing music has been coming out of it recently. Alright, so, got a couple requests coming in, and, ooh, ton of viewers, coming in. Like, honestly, like 2 seconds ago, we were at, like, 13 viewers, now we're up to 18. Happy Saturday, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in and being here. Alright, so, we've got a request from Kawachi for Program Sun. Let's get to it. I really like this song. If I remember correctly, this was the song that that Zakla remixed, the Antarctic remix. I think it was either Program Sun or Program World. Yeah, it was Program Sun that Zach did the remix for. That was a remix contest, if I remember correctly, to get into 2DX. And yeah, Zach knocked it out of the park. Mooncake Puff Konami's. Yeah. Also, morning, Mooncake. Happy to have you here. Actually, 1 second. Yeah, Mooncake Puff. I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. If you have said hello before and I missed it, I do forgive me. But if this is the first time you've tuned in and you've said hi, appreciate having you here. Much obliged. Oh, good stuff. And honestly, the fact that I saw that I was on PB pace for a while, and it really slipped right towards the end, I'm actually quite happy about that, because I actually feel like I'm starting to wake up, finally. And yeah, that's a good indicator that that's actually happening. Mooncake, you new here? Yeah! Well, it's great to have you! Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I typically I stream in the mornings, relatively speaking. I'm on the east coast of the US. Usually I stream 8 to 11. We got a late start today, so I'm probably going to be streaming today for like another 1 or 2 hours, leaning more towards 2. So, but it's fantastic to have you here. But yeah, today is I'm just playing songs, kind of having fun. Like some days I'll explicitly be trying out new 11s to try to push myself and get better. But today's just more of a chill day. So if there's any songs you want to hear, just click on the hexagon to make a song request. Yeah, appreciate having you here. Also, Tawali, good morning. Oh, 6 p.m. in your part of the world, so that would be in either, I want to say, like the UK or more of like Western Europe. So, yeah, I'm because of when I stream, I actually get a lot of either folks that are in like, you know, more of the Asia, because, you know, it's evening for them, or afternoon in the UK. So I'm used to having folks from around the globe. But it's wonderful to have you here. Let's see, up next for requests. Sleepy's requesting Gamble. I actually just played this yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I hadn't played Gamble in a while previously. And Kawachi, much obliged for Program Sun. I hadn't played Program Sun in a while, and honestly, it just made me think a lot of Orbital Revolution, the album by Zachlin. Just such good stuff. Oh, Gamble. Well, it's funny you say that, Mooncake. So this is the version I'm playing is Infinitas. It's an official version released by Konami. It's a online service. You can play it. There's folks from literally all around the world that play Infinitas. And I believe the same can be said, there's a similar version for Sound Voltex as well. I mean, there's always, you know, Lunatic Rave and Beta Jora for, you know, fan-made content, but honestly, in the past couple of years, the BMS scene, like, it's on par with the official games in terms of the quality of stuff that's getting put out. So the good news is that if you're interested, you can play. You don't need to have access to a machine. I mean, granted, you know, it helps, but, you know, years ago, it definitely was a much different scenario, but nowadays, thanks to either Infinitas or the quality of BMS stuff, like, if you're interested, you can play. So, and just in case, let me actually take care of this right now, because there's a really great guide for getting started in Infinitas, but I think I keep forgetting to make it a Nightbot command. I'm gonna fix that right now before I let it slip again. So just 1 second, folks. There we go. So we've got that set up. So, Mooncake Puff, if you're interested in checking out Infinitas, there's a guide called Infinicon. Another 2DX streamer, Cold Cuts, made this guide for the community. It is fantastic. It covers everything from signing up for an EMU's account, which is free, by the way, but it also goes over how to sign up. Like, you know, the site's in Japanese. It has step-by-step instructions and screenshots showing you exactly what is what in the menus. Literally everything you'll need to know, from signing up, downloading the client, the works. And it is an online service that you do need to pay for. If you're not sure if it'll run on your machine, Infinitas has a demo version that you can download for free, and it's basically a tech test. So if you think that might be something that you'll be interested in, it's right there. There's also Lunatic Rave, which I'm not as familiar with, but if you're interested in playing the games and you're having trouble getting into them, just say something in chat, because both myself and other folks are more than happy to help. And Tawali, yeah, that I didn't when FakeX made that request a couple days ago about a track everyone forgets, if it wasn't for the fact it was kind of a meme amongst the community for a couple months ago, I would have immediately jumped to DC Fish. And as for my controller, so on my Twitch page, Sleepy, I list the exact specs and a link if you're interested. It's a DJ DAO RED Real Edition. I use Sanwa buttons and 100-gram springs and 100-gram Omron switches. Alright, that's enough chatter for now. Let's get back to slapping buttons with some DC Fish. Thank you, Tuale. And also Mooncake, for Sound Voltex, there is a similar, like I said, there is a similar version. I'm not really into Sound Voltex, so I'm not as familiar. But if you're interested, I can point you in the direction of a couple folks that do stream Sound Voltex quite a bit, and they could definitely help you out. Plus, also, there's, I think it's called K-Shoot Mania. It's like the like Lunatic Rave equivalent of Sound Voltex. I don't know why I have so much trouble double Aing that, because that's really not outside my grasp for it, but eh. Perhaps it's just one of the mysteries of the universe. Either way, banger of a song. Much obliged for that request, Twali. And, Sleepy, yeah, the RED is, it is expensive. It, not a purchase to, take lightly, like, even as much as I'm a fan of 2DX, like, I debated, like, 2 years, before I bought it. Because at the time, that was, during my, my last, hiatus from playing 2DX, just because I lost access, and I debated, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a lot of money. Am I actually going to, like, really get back into 2DX and get my use out of it? And the answer is yes. So, it's kind of a unique situation for me in that I only play doubles, because, you know, otherwise I could easily have gotten, like, a Phoenix Wand, or, you know, just a 7-key controller, which would have been a lot less expensive, but I only play doubles, so it either would have been getting 2 singles controllers and then getting them properly set up, or just getting the RED. While it is expensive, though, it is phenomenal. I actually used to own a 2DX machine, and it really is exactly the same thing as playing on a machine. From the plexiglass, the button distancing, even the screws and the materials used, like, it is the front half of a 2DX machine. It is phenomenal. And unlike the front half of a machine, for maintenance, it's much easier to get into. On the underside of the RED, there's plastic panels that literally just tear off. They're normally they stay attached with magnets. So to get into the controller, I don't need to get a screwdriver out. I can literally just rip it open and then go to town. It's phenomenal. So if you do need to, like, replace switches or anything, like, access is a snap. And yeah, I love this thing to bits. It's money well spent for me. But yeah, Twali, more than welcome for the request. And it looks like we've got a request from Yutari for Love You. Honestly, I keep forgetting about this song. Like, there's other songs in the Candy Rave series that I'll more immediately think of. I just keep forgetting about this one. fun chart. Honestly, a lot of the Candy Rave series has really fun charting. If I remember correctly, there's a little bit of shenanigans. It's either in Smooch or Sig Sig. I forget which, but all in all, good stuff. And yeah, Yutati, more than welcome. Thank you for the request. Alright, so right now it's 15 past the hour. So we'll aim to have our net stretch break in about 15 minutes. So maybe half past the hour, or maybe 35. So just mentioning it both for my sake as well as all of you, because if I don't mention it, I'll forget. Let's see what's next. Let's keep playing 9s, because I do want to at least play 1 or 2 11s before the end of today, because normally like, for difficulty, like, I'm in easier 11s, but, like, for the past week, I've been really focusing on lower level songs to try to help my accuracy, and I need to get back in shape, so let's not set ourselves up for disappointment. Let's do a couple more 9s first. So let's try to look at maybe some trickier stuff. Should be good, yeah, because this is really quick. Yeah, let's dig into this. And again, a lot of folks are tuned in. I know most of you are getting your lurk on today, and that's kind of typical for a Saturday morning. I know a lot of folks are running errands and all that, or for those of you where it's afternoon or evening, it's a weekend. Either way, though, appreciate you being here, making me a part of your day. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. Yeah, minor PB. We will happily take that, especially for quote-unquote an off day. Good stuff. And I was actually a little worried because the after the breakdown, like if you look at my groove gauge, when I had that kind of a nosedive, the staggered eighth note runs, I was actually having a lot of trouble executing those for some reason. Kind of I was just like one beat behind and I just couldn't quite catch up, but yeah, we still pushed through really well. So, I know that we recently got Shades of Grey at Infinitas. Let's go for the EX. I think we're awake enough to try to do that.
Shades of grey. I need to find the words you wanted me to say. And even now the land is dark and overcast. I'm dreaming of a brighter future. Does it seem to you I always take this tone? Should I check for rain again? Are we all alone? Does it seem to you I'm lost and starry-eyed? Should I keep on waiting here, looking for a bluer sky? Looking for a bluer sky. Looking for a bluer sky.
Oh, shame on me. So on right side, it was 1 and 5, 7, 1 and 5, 7. And I was just perfectly flip-flopped. I was, instead of left, right, I was right, left. Shame on me. I'm really tempted to run that back. Hey lad, how goes it? I wasn't able to tune in just because I was torn between a bajillion other things Friday night, but I saw that you were streaming some Infinitas last night. How'd your session go? Yeah, I wasn't able to tune in, and I was already hosting someone else, so sorry about that, but I did try to shout you out on Twitter and all of that good stuff. But yeah, how'd the session go? Also, like, if Sleepy Zato wants to highlight saying hello, I see nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's his Hexa. Woke up at 8:30 to own the libs. Oh, man. I mean, I wake up every day at, like, 7:30, so... Am I on a crusade to own the libs in that case? Solid set, PB'd a bunch of stuff. Fantastic. PBs, always great. And 30 minutes, trying to triple it. Ooh. So, like, on stream or even, like, off stream when I'm practicing, I never really grind songs. Like, if there's a full combo that I really want, I don't play it over and over and over. I'll always, like, give it a shot, play one or two other songs, and then come back to it, but I know some folks have the mentality to just brute force drill something, and, cool. Did you manage to get it, or, not yet? Oh. Well, fingers crossed. And, it could be worse. Your PB could be -1. Alright, still trying to fully wake up here, even though we're just about 2 hours in, so let's get some angry chicken. And again, thank you. See, there's a couple more folks starting to tune in. As always, wonderful to have you here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. Not bad. Yeah, only 25 off, or 26 off of our PB. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, not too shabby. Ooh. Alright, so it's almost half past the hour. Let's do 2 more songs, and then we'll take our next stretch break. And, let's see... El Porrio Diablo. Clean up all your lamps up to 9. Nice. Is the thing set up yet? No. Soon. Promise. But not yet. Let's see. What to play? So I remember at the end of this, there's a roll pattern that's similar to what's used in the Another for Akidia Mocha's quiz. There's also a scattered 8th note run, and I'm just talking about this because I see that 11 miscount, and I'm wondering if we can EX it. I think the hustle for trying to EX it will be good for me in terms of this really long form warm up that I've been doing this morning. So let's give this a shot. And then after that, we'll go for some Donkey Donk. Thank you, Sleepy, for the request. Oh, that was silly of me. I let some really simple stuff go. Yeah, still got the adrenaline going, so no regrets. Agreed in terms of the request, because donk, donk, donk. Soon as in, like, I'm hoping to have something set up for either tomorrow or by Monday. Like, up and functional. So, we'll see. It might not work. Like, I might just do it as a temporary, like, one-time thing. But I do want to try to have an alternate setup just for trying stuff out. So, let's see. Right. And speaking of Donk Donk Donk, I missed this song. Like I kind of skipped over it when it first came out, and when it got released in Infinitas, it really took me by surprise. Fun song, but not what I would have expected from Ryu Star. Okay. Much obliged for that request. Just getting caught up on chat. Right, okay. So, express emotion, you can do. Let's actually... Yeah, let's quickly take care of that, then do our next stretch break. Oh, yeah, and lad, that's the idea. I want to have basically the ambient mic be on kind of an inverse push to talk, so that if I'm not, on that, it'll then be live, but unless I'm on push to, or once I go to push to talk, the ambient mic mutes. That's the idea. And yes, it was. Sleepy? Take care, be safe, appreciate you stopping by. Alright, so... Not bad. A little upset that I dropped the PB or the double, but it is what it is. Hey, Guitar, take care. Be safe. Much obliged to have you stop by and say hello, as always. And Ladder Copy, much obliged for the request. Oh wow, look at that. Perfect 50-50 fast-slow. We'll take that. Alright, so at this point, we're due for another stretch break, so maybe it's been a while since you've stood up, walked around, grabbed some water, all that good stuff. Either way, that's what I'm going to be doing. Then once we come back, we're going to play some more 2DX. Probably going to do like one more hour, and then that'll be that. Alright, see all of you wonderful folks in 180. Alright, welcome back everybody, and again, happy Saturday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. So, we've got roughly an hour and a half left, so let's keep on pushing, because I do want to play a couple 11s, because I'm not sure if I'll be back in shape for Failing Forward by tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then definitely Monday. So let's keep pushing. Ooh, nice. I didn't realize I was that close to the double A. I would have pushed a little harder. Oh well. Thank you, lad. Honestly, because when I first came back, I actually hit the hotkey that I used for switching overlays, and I guess it just didn't register. Much obliged for the reminder, though. Sorry about that. I actually feel really bad about that. Because as the song was loading, like, you know, I take a look at chat, and I do have on my dash, I have a preview of the stream just to make sure, like, I haven't, you know, cut out or anything like that, and I should have caught it there. Sorry about that. Yeah, Burkant, I was actually, I was going to mention that at the end of the stream. As of today, we broke 200 followers and 4,000 views, and not gonna lie, that honestly, I am having a little trouble processing it because I've really only been actively streaming for just over a year at this point, and it really just, like, I don't feel like I expected having anywhere near that in terms of numbers. So it's just, it feels really weird. Let's keep on pushing. Let's try and relatively easier 10. See how that goes. And again, you know, speaking about those numbers and all of you, much obliged that everyone's here. I know that, you know, I'm just kind of the village idiot sometimes when it comes to Bimani, because I've been playing on and off for 15 years and still haven't passed to 12. You know, what's wrong with me? But at the same time, there's a reason I keep coming back to this community. And again, the response I've gotten since I've started streaming and seeing how fantastic a lot of you are, like in terms of like rallying for some of the recent charity marathons, or when certain folks are trying to hit affiliate or to start streaming themselves, it's really wonderful, and I'm really grateful to be here and that to know that you folks are glad that I'm here. So much obliged, everybody. All right, let's dig into Dominion. This used to be my warm-up for a while, back when I was playing in Penduel, because it's a pretty straightforward 10, but with how things have been a little wobbly this morning, I'm kind of curious how this is going to go. And speaking of legends and, you know, not being the village idiot, holy crap, Darks, how goes it? Appreciate the raid. Yeah, I saw when I went to start streaming this morning, I saw that you were live. How did your session go? Take a couple seconds to say hello to everybody on the raid before we dig into Dominion. Appreciate it. Fake X tried to kill you again. Oh no. Were the requests from Fake X a little too sinister? But yeah, appreciate the red darks. Thank you so much. Hey, Wisely, Cuvelia, a lot of familiar names. And for folks that might be new to my stream, I'm Shinji16 or Brendan. I play doubles. But you know, since you're coming from Darks, you probably are already familiar with 2DX. So, but yeah, no, very much appreciate the raid. And yeah, good morning and good afternoon to all of you fine folks. Glad to see y'all. All right, some quick digital housekeeping, and then yeah, we'll dive into Dominion. It's been a slow morning here. Like normally after an hour of playing, I'm well in shape to go after tricky 10s and 11s, but it's been kind of a slow morning, and I think that's because I spent the past week doing a lot of lower level stuff to try to work on my accuracy, and also just kind of a sleepy Saturday. So, but yeah, howdy everybody, Marcus, Wisely, Cavelia, and Rhymedeck. Thank you all so much. All right, let's get on with hitting some buttons.
Prepare for maximum overload. The past, the present, and the future. Maximum overload. Maximum overload.
Oof, close call at the end there, but yeah, push through, good stuff. Alright, got a little bit more chat activity, plus making sure I fully keep up on keeping track of who's said hello and visited and all that good stuff. Yeah, Wisely, Marcus. Haven't seen you in my chat for a while. I've seen you around in other music game streams, but hoping all has been well. Also, Rhymedeck, I'm not sure if I've seen you in my chat before, but if this is the first time, appreciate you stopping by, or, you know, continue, come over from the raid from Darks. And again, Darks, thank you so much. Getting a raid from one of the big boys in terms of amazing 2DX players. It's still a little intimidating, but grateful nonetheless. And Rhymedeck, thank you so much for the follow. Catching up on chat. Fake X. Happy Saturday. Alright, make sure I'm catching up on the rest of chat. Yeah, happy Saturday, Fagex. I see that request for Shattered. Yo can do. Hey Spy, how goes it? And Men and Motors, hey! Welcome back, good to see you again. Preemptive warning that Fakex is going to be banned from requests. Wisely, you've been kind of busy. Glad you could drop in. Yeah, glad to see you. And more importantly, like, it's one thing that, you know, you've been busy, and it's more important that you've just been busy, and it's not that, you know, lots of, like, you know, horrible stuff has happened. Yeah, busy is good. Busy is okay. But yeah, appreciate you being able to say hi. And Marcus, everything's been okay. Glad to hear. Still debating on buying a controller. And yeah, one thing I can say for a controller, like, you can get started on a regular keyboard if you want. And there's also, as far as BMS is concerned, there are a lot of folks that play on keyboard, and they're phenomenal. Like, they do 12s and above. So if, like, you're just really itching to play, like, don't be afraid to play on a regular keyboard in the meantime. Like, if you've played on a machine previously and want to get back to, you know, the more traditional setup, I get that, but, you know, if the drive and the ambition is there, don't wait. Don't let that skill atrophy. Alright, and I believe I've gotten caught up on chat and also everybody that's stopped by. And again, Rybadet, appreciate the follow. Okay, so we do have a few more requests trickling in. Let's take a look. Loud copy with Sweet Sweet Magic, Gyro Control, and a song with cars or about cars. You can do. Alright, let's get cracking. Much obliged, lad, for the request. And, yeah, lad, I don't blame you for being afraid of Fake X's requests, but at the same time, despite what some people might think, he has everybody's best interests at heart. He's also just, you know, likes pushing people into uncomfortable territory for the, you know, the sake of progress. So, don't be, too quick to ban him, but, you know, it'll be your stream, you do you, fam, but eh. Good stuff. I think I actually played that like right at the start of the stream. But yeah, good chart. So Metamotor's FakeX is a bit of a known personality amongst 2DX streamers, just because FakeX is really good at requesting songs that he knows people either might struggle with or otherwise not be a huge fan of. But again, it's usually with the best interests in mind. Usually. But at the same time, like, FakeX has said multiple times, like, you know, once they start streaming, they will be more than happy to, you know, get requested lots of hilarious stuff in return. Like, I remember recently, you did do a short stream of Trooper CS for as a birthday stream, and yeah, like, you went after some, you know, really painful stuff, no problem. So, like, as much as FakeX dishes it out, he's, you know, completely open to, you know, reciprocation, so. Yeah. I like that. The Bimani equivalent of Jigsaw. Alright, speaking of, up next we have a request for Shattered. Let's dig in. Okay, and just to make sure, right now it's just about 5 minutes past the hour. And I do want to be wrapped up within the next, you know, 30 to 60 minutes. So just a heads up for the sake of incoming requests and all that good stuff. All right, Shatter Control. Oh, managed to eke out not only a PB, but get the A. Happily take that. Yeah, not bad. I mean, the ending kind of slaughtered us, but that's expected. That's something that I'm well aware of, that it's just a rush at the end. And we'll get it eventually, too, because it's a lot of kind of weird juggling that, to be honest, I need to practice, so... Yeah. Alright, onwards and upwards. Morning, Azure. How goes it? Or afternoon at this point. But yeah, something Jigsoft. Honestly, like, I'm not sure why people hate Shattered Control so much. Is it just that, like, people don't like the song or the chart? Like, I like it. I don't know why it gets so much hatred. Konami needs to get somebody who specializes in mashups. Oh man, that'd be interesting. There's mashups in Rootage? Ooh, good to know. Yeah, until I can actively play songs, like whether it be access in the arcade or otherwise, I typically don't listen or check out what's in newer styles. Like, so for Cannonballers and upwards, I still don't really know what songs are in them. Like, aside from the couple of preview songs that are in Infinitas, I really don't know what's in them. Like, I'm not... It's not like I'm spoiler sensitive. Like, that's fine, but like, I'm not gonna download or listen to the soundtracks or watch videos of gameplay until I could actually be playing the songs myself, just for overall experience reasons. So if Rootage has lots of mashup stuff in it, that's exciting, because I'm a big fan of mashups and mash mixing, for that matter. Alright, so we've got a request from Venom Motors for something car-related. I know we did Regret yesterday. What should we do today? Oh. I think this would work. Let me triple check. Nope. I was thinking of a 24th Century Boy, because, you know, Eurobeat, kind of. But nope, there's no cars in the video. Huh. Chat, suggestions on a car-related song. We already did Regret. I'm wondering what else to do. Transport? Yeah. Kind of. Tayo? I don't think Tayo's in Infinitas. Otherwise, I'd be jumping to Car of Your Dreams. Like, if I didn't have to worry about what was in Infinitas, I'd be jumping to that, but... Yeah. Yeah, Key has the, has some of the racer generics in it, doesn't it? This will do. We haven't played it in a while either, so yeah. Much obliged. Making sure I'm catching up on chat. Done with the list, although it looks funny. Looking forward to seeing it, Spy. And again, I was when I was asking for about like possible like easy 11s or hard 10s for the pulse check, like I was expecting you to just think for a few seconds and then toss a couple song names in chat. So like the really like complete review of charts that you're doing as a response to that. Again, I'm incredibly grateful because that's above and beyond what I was expecting. So thank you. Yeah, not bad. Close to our PB. We'll take it. See. Virtual Self is not. So for songs that are in Infinitas, it's basically up to roughly around Cinobuzz. Like there's a couple of things missing here and there. Some of it being that Konami's trying to like not have everything released so that every month they can still have new stuff to put up for unlocking. Part of it is licensing and copyright. Like for notably Taku, Remocon, and Good Cool, the parent company that owns the that has licensing rights with them, are heavily stonewalling things. So a lot of their music is just not in Infinitas. But it's basically up to Cinobuzz at this point. There's a couple of songs from Rootage and Cannonballers for like kind of like song preview or just kind of teaser reasons, but it's really like the bulk of like I'd say Copula and back and most of Cinobuzz. But yeah, that list has everything that's in Infinitas, whether I have it unlocked or not. Also, Fake X. That's a good point. I could have sworn that I did that. Let me take care of that right now. Also, Men and Motors. Appreciate the request. Glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, why the heck isn't Spy VIP? That was something I honestly thought I did quite a while ago. Let's take care of that right now. And done. Yeah, because once again, like, in addition to being a really skilled doubles player, Spy, you've honestly really tried to help me improve with either song suggestions, advice overall, and I really do appreciate the effort. Like, I honestly meant to have you VIP a while ago. I just probably just kept thinking of it and then forgetting to do it once the stream was over. So apologies that it took this long. Oh, I wish I could give you Kaiden. Oh man, that'd be fantastic. Imagine if I had the ability to just grant people Kaiden status. That'd be hilarious. Alright, so, don't have any other requests at the moment, and we've got roughly like 20-30 minutes left for the stream. I did want to play Refractive Index on another at some point, so let's see if we can't pull that off. And as I say that, Genocide. And the only reason I'm kind of about Genocide right now is I was hoping to angle towards some more 10s, and Genocide doesn't really have any middle ground. But heck, let's give this a shot anyways. Good gravy. I mean, yep, that sure is a chart from Red. Oh. What's the difference between the Hyper and the Another? The Hyper wants you dead, the Another really wants you dead. Yeah. And honestly, like, I really do wish there was a little bit more of a middle ground for that. Just because it's a great song. Like, Men and Motors, like, yeah, you should really like that song. It's Tash being amazing. It's great. It was also the gate. If I remember correctly, it was the gateway song on Red for the extra stage and the one more extra. But yeah, it's phenomenal. Like, there's a couple of songs that there really is no easy middle ground. Like, it's either the normal, which is for me a little too easy, but then the Hyper is just way out of my range. It's kind of why I wonder, like, what is the better goal to have, like being able to get Kaiden or being able to play basically anything on Hyper, and it just Well, it's not that they did the song dirty. In all seriousness, so Konami, kind of for singles and doubles, like, they really didn't have a 100% lock on what good charting habits would be until around, like, I'd say 10th style through Distorted, the 10th and 13th versions of the game, and Red would be the 11th, 12th substream, but anyways, so like anything that's like Happy Sky and earlier, especially for doubles though, can be kind of eh. So like if Genocide came out like today, it would probably be like 7, 11, 12, or maybe even 7, 10, 12. Like the hyper likely would not be as much of a nightmare as it is, but it's more a sign of the times than Konami not doing the song justice, because it was a boss song. It was meant to be extra hard. It just, you know, a little overkill. But then again, Genocide, so of course it's overkill, lol. Ooh. Yeah, chat, Wisely's reporting audio issues. Can y'all hear me okay? It might have been, so if you're slightly behind, for lag reasons, one thing Twitch does, and this is a recent thing, is the playback will be slightly sped up, and it also speeds up the audio too, so it sounds a little weird. So that might have been it. All right, let's play a 10. I know I can handle. Then we'll do something trickier because I do want to, again, refractive index. I just need to get fully woke up today. Oh, I know what we'll play. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
And again, thank you. A lot of folks tuned in today. I know we got a lot of folks from the raid from Darks, and again, thank you, Darks, for that. But regardless, it's wonderful that all of you are here. I hope all of you are having a fantastic weekend. All right, onwards and upwards.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
I really love that song. I mean, it's basically Eagle versus Scorpion, which, oof. Hey, Carpuccino! speaking of fantastic doubles players, how goes it? Also, a request for Era. Yeah, it's honestly, it is a surprise because that's Taku, and one of the artists that is very noticeably absent from Infinitas is Taku, and it's for licensing issues. But oh man, like out of all of the Taku songs for us to get, like Era is easily one of the best. One small problem though. So, older doubles charts tend to be really tricky because a lot of them are just battle charts, like they're charts that were meant for two people. But then there's Taku charts. Taku on doubles is like its own kind of difficult. Like, let's take a look at Distress real quick. So, 9, 11, nothing. The song, Sankyu, QQQ, it's a 10 on normal. Radical Faith, amazing big beat song. Singles, 5, 6, 7, doubles, 6, 11, 10. So, Era, almost every single Taku song is like that. It's either, it starts as like a 9 on normal, or it's something hilariously easy like a 4 or a 5, and then just jumps right to 12s. Like every Taku chart is basically like that. Oh, yeah, there's one other Taku song that's in 2DX. And it's just upsetting for me because I love Taku. Like, I'm a big fan of like a big beat and break beat, and still years ahead of his time in my opinion. But I'm always happy to play Era. This song is unbelievably good. Also, worth mentioning, both just because Men and Motors is kind of newish to the stream, and I'm imagining doubles and 2DX in general, but also for all of you folks that are more on the singles side, do not be afraid to request songs in terms of not knowing how hard they might be, because worst case, like I can always, you know, play the normal or the hyper as opposed to the hyper or the another. Like if it's a day where I'm taking requests, the point is playing songs that folks want to hear and having fun together. So don't ever stress about that. And yeah, the running joke in my stream that got started a few months, actually no, like 6 months ago at this point with by Mira. Era goes 5, no, hell no. such a good song. Error is okay when you can play it. Yep. Very true, Spy. Very true. Running joke is to request something even though the normal is hard. Yeah, that seems to be a theme today. But yeah, Era, so good. And like for a lot of folks like me in the US, like we got started indie money on DDR, and oh man, back in like Fifth Mix and lots of great stuff from Taku that was also in DDR. A lot of good memories. All right. Yeah, more than welcome, Men and Motors. Yeah, it's a fantastic song. So it's a little past, half past the hour. I do want to make sure I'm completely wrapped up before 1 o'clock, about 25 minutes from now. And that includes stream wrap up and like being completely done. So I probably have time for maybe 1 or 2 more requests, and that's it. Because I do want to make sure I'm wrapped up on time, because gotta go grocery shopping and some other stuff with the better half. So, ooh, I haven't played Mad Attack in quite a while. Yeah, let's dig in. Thank you, Fake X, for that request. I actually haven't, sorry, phrasing. I actually really like this song. I know there's a lot of folks that aren't a big fan of it, but I'm actually quite a fan. It's just a shame, and I was mentioning this, I think it was in Spy's stream, but we were chatting about Half B, and like, it's a shame that Tropical Club from Pendle isn't in Infinitas yet, especially since all of the other boss songs from that event in Pendle are. Because that really shows what like Half B's capable of, and this doesn't. And I know that a lot of folks that are more familiar with Infinitas just honestly have no idea, and it's a shame, because Half B is really great. I'm doing that again. That was awful on my part. I just was always like an 8th note behind, and I just could not catch up. Shame on me. Alright, one more once.
And build a tempo.
Fantastic. I was worried I was gonna drop that PB. Held on to it though. Good stuff. Yeah, Men and Motors. It's definitely a weirder song compared to most of what's in 2DX, but Halfby, the artist, really has some fantastic music out there. If you haven't heard of him, hop on YouTube and look up Rodeo Machine. That's one of the bigger songs that he's known for. Plus, the music video is hilarious. And it really better shows in Tropical Club, which is the other song he has in 2DX. He's really good at getting just kind of a really good background groove going, and then just a kind of slow burn, just really settling into that groove and just having a lot of fun. And like it kind of starts to establish in Mad Attack, but not really. But yeah, if you've never heard of him, definitely check out the other music that he's done, because it is really great. Azure, yes, I have. So in addition to the stretch break overlay that I have a bunch of other updates to both my overlay and the channel that I'm working on. I kind of want to put everything out at once, just, you know, rather than update one aspect and then update another. I'd rather have a real proper update with everything together. So, but that is something I'm aware of. Hey, Mix Chris, welcome back. I knew you said hi earlier in the stream. And speaking of which, Nightbot, politely reminding me and all of y'all to please give Mix Chris and BitDecay follows if you can, because they're both on that affiliate hustle. Let's see, based on what time it is, let's do one more, and then we'll go into victory lap mode. And I see we've got a request for entrance. Ah, good stuff. Let's jump on that. Much obliged, Fake X, for the requests. Remember part of this being kinda weird? I'm surprised I don't have a double A on that 6. So, yeah, let's go looking for trouble. Interesting. I'm not finding it in the another in the rank site. I wonder if it's because it was missing the another and then it got added later. Huh. Yeah, there we are. Okay. It's a 10.7. Okay. Yeah, let's dig in. Yeah, managed to get the B. It's tough. And yeah, Fake X, yeah, I did some fiddling with the rank site and I found that, oh, yeah, it got added later. Whew. Good stuff. Much obliged for that request. Alright, so, at this point, I do want to play Refractive Index, because I mentioned that long ago in the stream, and then at that point we'll be going into Victory Lap and wrapping up and all that great stuff, but a wonderful stream so far. Much kudos to all of you, whether you've been saying hi in chat or getting your lurk on. It's been fantastic having you here. Much appreciated. Alright. Ooh, no regrets about that 76, because today's been kind of a tired day, so still having that hustle, and also being within, yeah, roughly 5% of our PB. Yeah, no regrets about that whatsoever. Ooh. Alright. Alright, one more song, and then we're going to move on to our final incandescence, and look for someone to raid. And again, thank you all so much for being here. I mentioned this a little while ago, but as of this stream, broke 200 followers, 4,000 views, and honestly, it just feels incredibly unreal. Oof. Yeah, either something slightly off on my computer or I am super tired. I'm likely super tired because, but we're not playing that for score. We're playing that because it always puts a smile on my face. And we're about to wrap up. So glad that chart's so enjoyable because the Another, the Another's an 11.8. So it is what it is. All right, so time to move on to our final incandescence and a reminder. If you're a fan of 2DX and you like a kind of a more upbeat, kind of hype stream, please do check out Bit Decay. Wonderful streamer, and it's kind of an honor that they consider me a rival. Meanwhile, on the more chill side of things, and checking out DJ Max, we've got It's Mix Chris. Both of them are making that hustle for affiliate. Please check them out if you haven't already. So with that, let's get our final incandescence on. Shoutouts and thanks. And then find someone to raid. Yeah, more than welcome, Chris. I mean, at the end of the day, like, one of the goals I have is trying to be an ambassador for the community. And part of that means if folks are making an effort to get into streaming and further promoting music games and what they have to offer, like, that's the least I can do. And, on top of that, like, so far, the streaming that you have been doing is fantastic. Like, why wouldn't I want to encourage that?
Burning.
All right, so with that is going to be the stream for today. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in and being here. Whether you were saying hi in chat, getting your lurk on, you're here. Thank you for making me a part of your day. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend so far. Let me just take a quick look at chat. Your chat to Gusto. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I try my best. So, as for when I'll be back, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern. Typical shenanigans, as always. I know today started a little later than that, but oversleeping is a thing that I'm not completely immune to. And before we find someone to raid, just want to give thanks and shout-outs to folks. So, first off, right off at the top of the stream, Jamit stopped by. Thank you so much. If you're a fan of Crossbeats, because I know that they left to then go do their own stream, so if you're a fan of Crossbeats, be sure to check them out. Bright Eyes, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. It's Mix Chris. Pleasure and an honor as always. Burkant, same. It's always wonderful having you here in chat. Appreciate the host. And Cuvelian, not Cuvelia, Cuvelian. Wonderful to have gotten to say hi to you earlier. Glad to hear that things have been well. Appreciate you stopping by. Also, Kawachi Boy, thank you so much. And hope you find a new capture card sooner than later. I know that's something that you're having trouble with. Sleepy Zato, thank you so much for stopping by. It was great to see you again. El Eon, Utari, same. Wonderful to see you both. I know starting to see you a little more regularly, and I really appreciate it. Also, Utari stopped by. Hope all is well. I know that you're still getting that hustle on for 2DX. Glad to hear that things have gone well since you decided to take the plunge, buy a controller, and all that jazz. Mooncake Puff, thank you so much. I know today was the first time that you stopped by the stream. It was wonderful having you here. Twali, wonderful support. I mean, just so much support for both my stream and other folks. Just, again, having you tuning in and saying hi means the world. Thank you so much. Ladocopy, also another name that's starting to show up a little more frequently. Very much appreciate it. Sorry that I missed your stream last night. I'm actually trying to tune in a little more and shout out people. And I'm hoping to catch one of your streams sooner than later. And Darks, good gravy. Thank you so much for the raid, especially from such a really established 2DX player, not only in terms of skill, but also for the community. Huge, huge thanks for that raid. And also in that raid, Wisely, Marcus, fantastic to have seen you both. I know it's been a while. You both said that things have been busy, but glad to hear it's been busy as opposed to not great. And Rymedek, thank you so much for coming over on that raid and following. And Cuvelia, I missed this earlier because of the all the commotion from the raid. Thank you so much for saying hi, and I hope your wrist is doing well. I know you tweeted last night that you were doing some offline practice and you had a flare up of some kind. Hoping all is well. FakeX, pleasure and an honor as always. Always looking forward to requests from you. Yes, I know that is possibly inviting trouble. It's fine. And Men and Motors, another quote-unquote becoming familiar face. Thank you. Glad to hear that you've been enjoying things, because I know you're relatively new to 2DX, more of a DDR player. It's wonderful having you here. And Azure, another longtime friend of mine. Pleasure and an honor. Crappuccino, thank you for stopping by. Speaking of really good doubles players, both Crappuccino and Spy, just absolutely fantastic. Watching the both of you go after 12s is just unreal. And Spy, so much gratitude for the commentary review that you're doing on 10s and 11s to try to help me out. And again, sorry that you weren't VIP sooner. That's my bad. All right, so that is, I believe, everyone. If I missed anyone, apologies, because I'm still doing my best to keep up with some of the hype that can happen in chat. But for now, let's find someone to raid, and we should have someone to raid since it's the middle of the weekend, relatively speaking. Just refreshing Twitch, because I know sometimes otherwise my dash will lie to me as to who is live and with what. Ooh. So it looks like Jamich is still live. Let me just triple check. Yeah, they're just wrapping up. All right, so we'll find someone else to raid. And that's why we double check. So let's go say hi. Yeah, let's go say hi to Andy. Andy's a fantastic DDR or ITG streamer. They've definitely given me some love in the past, but I haven't been able to raid them all that much. So let's all go say hi to Andy. And until next time, take care and be safe, everyone. Cheers.